Dennis Allen is also doing that. And speaking to the media after day one of training camp, he said this. You have to pay the toll. You have to pay the price. It's a privilege to be on this defense. Training camp is going to be difficult. Let me read that again. You have to pay the toll. You have to pay the price. It's a privilege to be on this defense. Listen, as much as I just talked about, being happy to hear a guy like Ben Johnson set a tone, set an expectation, set what he expects from his team to play and to be like. That quote from Ben Johnson, take that out, print that on the wall, put that above the locker room as you walk into it and walk out of it every single day, something that everybody has to see because, yes, it should be a privilege to play on this defense. We talked about Ben Johnson. Dennis Allen, I say it every single time he comes up. Dennis Allen does not play games on the defensive side of the ball. He is as creative defensive mind as Ben Johnson is an offensive mind. And to see these two guys be coaching on the same team is going to be fun. You talk about setting a tone. Dennis Allen is definitely setting that tone for what he wants his defense to look like, operate like, and it is. And it's needed. The Bears defense ranked 27th in total defense last year. We allowed 354 yards per game. And then you look at the run defense, which absolutely struggled. We were 28th against the run, allowing over 130 yards per game last year. So no doubt the changes that we made on defense, bringing in Deo, Grady Jarrett, right? Drafting Shamar Turner, seeing what Ruben and Hippolyte's going to be like, how we're going to use these cornerbacks that we did, getting better health, all those things. But you have to have the right mindset. You have to have the right mentality. What have I always said? I want to get back to being the monsters of the Midway. I may have been a running back playing football, but you know what? Defense is what's always been the bread and butter of this team. Now, of course, we want to have a creative offense too. We don't want to let the offense fall behind, but you have to set a certain standard if you want to be on the Chicago Bears defense. And hopefully Dennis Allen and his staff is the staff that gets you back to being that, gets you back to being prominent on the defensive side of the ball. It used to be that teams that it was almost just assumed the Bears are going to have a top 10 defense. That's not the assumption anymore, and it shouldn't be the assumption. I want to be clear. You have to go out there and earn that every single day.